to a Piece of Mind podcast powered by Brain to Body Revolution. Today's episode is exclusively for people who call themselves as daydreamers, who call themselves as overthinkers, people who think up about themselves, people who think down about themselves, and also for people who believe in the world of manifestation, that things
Great.
appear out of nowhere. So we have a science behind all of this. There is a lot of good news for you, and there is a clear one step process of how you can apply that one step and overcome all these limitations and also do your manifestation. So welcome to today's episode. I, Saumya, formally welcome you all to today's episode. With me, my partner Supriya Naira is here. Hey Supriya.
Hey, it already sounds so interesting, Asamya.
You will be even more interested today because this is your field, this is your arena, this is your
Okay,
code, that you are the torch bearer of whatever we are going to discuss right now. You have been
really?
talking so much about this, but what I noticed, Supriya, is that when we both talk about these things, we forget that there is a actual science behind it, there are
Hmm.
words behind it, there are people who have proven things about it and they've given a clear name for it. So today we are going to be understanding one more and three more new words used it as one word, and also a lot of things that will help us understand who we are, why we are, what we are, and how we are. So let's
Great.
begin.
Yeah, definitely. Please go ahead. And that will be an acknowledgement to those people also who have given that, who have coined that term, maybe.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So, Supriya, when we are all resting, when I say the word resting for you, what is your take on it? Like, what do you call as resting?
Resting is your body resting or
Yeah,
sleeping or
body
what?
resting.
Okay,
What does,
but
when I say take a rest, so what
hmm.
does it imply to you? What do you see yourself doing for your rest?
We should actually take a break and maybe take a pause and whatever, like you are doing something of your own, maybe complete rest is something that you are not doing anything, you are just on your own.
Okay, awesome.
Hmm. Hmm.
So people have this belief that, okay, I'm sleeping. I mean, I'm on my couch. I am scrolling,
Hmm.
and that
That is
is
not resting.
resting, right?
Hmm.
That is not resting.
That is
Okay.
not resting.
I am on the couch and I am talking to someone. That is not resting
Of
either.
course not. Yeah.
Anything and anything that is asking your focus to be anywhere other than yourself is not resting.
Absolutely.
Just because you're horizontal, like you're lying down, doesn't mean that you're resting. So mothers and fathers out there who are simply yelling at your kids for doing nothing, they are doing a lot of things while they're scrolling their phones. So they are doing a lot of things. So they're not doing nothing,
Absolutely.
they're doing a lot of things. Okay. So this clarity is very much needed. So what happens even now, Supriya, you are completely focused on me and my words, right? There's one part of your
Definitely.
brain that is completely focused on me, my words. You're processing, you're processing, you're processing. But there's also a part of your brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Silently running at the background,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is having this a talk kind of a thing that is going on. Like every word that comes out of me, it is being processed and you are giving its own meaning. You are having your own conversation, internal
Yeah.
conversation that is happening inside you, right?
Definitely, yeah. Analysis, the
Yeah,
things, what is Soumya telling, and something in my mind is actually process that,
yeah,
My ears are hearing to you, but my mind is actually processing. What are you saying? Yeah.
exactly. But there are these moments in your life, right? Like suddenly you're like frozen in time. Like you might
Mm.
have caught yourself, or you might have caught someone else, or you have caught me, or sometimes, you know, I'm looking at you, but I'm not really looking at you.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
you people call this as zoned out. People call
Zoned
that
out. Sometimes
brain.
brain fogging people also, they also experience this kind of thing.
Yeah. daydreaming also, people say, Acha, what are you dreaming about? Like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's
so when
always not on a negative connotation. It can be a positive connotation
positive,
also.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So when we stop doing a task and when we are not solving a problem, not reading, not actively focusing, a specific network in our brain actually gets activated.
Okay.
And there's a name for this.
Resting network.
Yeah, yeah. You're resting. You're like you're completely zoned out. It looks like you're not doing anything, but you're doing a lot of things. Your brain is doing a lot of
APs
things.
are always getting used anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that network is called default mode network.
Okay. Default mode network.
You might
Got
have
it.
heard it, right?
No,
So,
I did not. I
oh, you
did
did
not.
not? Okay,
No.
all
Mm.
right. So I came across this word recently from, of course, our inspiration, our guru, or our mentor, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He referred to this as default mode network. So I was very curious as to what is this default mode network. And while I looked into it, it got very, very interesting. And this is the network. So like even when you're asleep. So basically, what it means is when you're asleep as well, this network is on. This default mode network is on.
Mm.
It
Mm.
constantly.
I definitely did not know the name of it, but then yes, it's functioning around the clock.
So
Mm.
it's like your background thinking system, like an behind the scene
Mm.
operate. Like, you know how the fridge is on all the in your house, one thing that is constantly on is your fridge. It's
Mm.
going on and on. Whether you pay attention to it, no attention to it, it is still running its show. So something like that. So this is the network that is activated when you're daydreaming, replaying the past memories.
Mhm.
A lot of people do this, right? They are always hooked on to their past. Like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? This happened in the past. And then taking this and imagining the future. Like, this happened in the past, so this can happen in the
It
future.
might happen in the future also. Hmm.
And also constantly thinking about yourself, like, oh, I'm so bad, I'm not such a good, I'm a procrastinator, I don't get things done, I'm not enough. Why will people respect me? People will not allow me. All
Mhm.
this talk, even you're thinking about yourself in another way also, like, oh, I'm so beautiful, I'm so rocking, I can nail it, I can do it, all that. Over worrying or overthinking, if you're doing any of this, that means your this default mode network is on. And that is why we find many people saying, my mind never stops thinking.
Hmm.
That's why their rest is incomplete. They don't feel well rested because this mode is constantly on
On.
and there is energy drain happening because of it.
Hmm.
Okay, so it involves two parts of the brain, important regions of the brain. I'm not going to dive deep into it because we are not brain surgeons or brain neuroscientists that we are going to be. But this is actually happening in the brain. This is not a concept that is out there. We are just making it up. It is something that's actually a brain scan can reveal. Okay, they what is this default mode network? To say it in a very simple terms, it is this regions of the brain concoct or brew something called your internal story about yourself and the world.
Okay. Got it.
So all that background thinking is happening, right? What is it doing? It is making your story up. Okay, Soumya is my name. Soumya, okay, mother, mom is this, dad is this. Soumya comes from this city. Soumya did this studies. Soumya did this colleging. She has this qualification. As I'm saying all this, I have lot of images coming in front of my eyes. Right now, I'm looking at you, but I can see a lot of images run. Like I said, college, I can see where my college is, what am I wearing in that college, all those past memories that have happened. That is, I can see it. This is my internal story. This is my default mode network operating right now, although I'm talking to you.
Okay. That's running on the background.
Yeah, that's a background. So my beliefs, my expectations, my identity, all are formed because of this default mode, right? Well, as it is in me, so it is in you, so it is in all of
Everyone.
us.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is why people can't break their patterns. People can't break their habits. People can't come overcome their addiction just by willpower, because this default mode network is something that is constantly running in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It denies your willpower. It is something that it has believed very strongly about itself.
Mm-hmm.
And this narrative, it's a monologue. Have you
Mm-hmm.
seen it's a monologue in the
It's a
back of
monologue only. Yeah, you are only talking to yourself.
constantly, like on the go? Like even right now, I'm like, okay, Soumya, you're saying really well. Oh, Soumya, you made a blunder, or like it's going on in the back of my head right now, right? So this just doesn't influence your head. This influences what you notice in the world around you, right?
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So you say you are like, okay, world is not a good place to be in. So when you step out of the world, somebody will rob you, somebody will con you, somebody will hurt you, somebody will not be nice to you.
You
And
become an attractor factor, huh?
exactly,
Mm.
why is this all happening? It's because of this network that is switched on in your brain all the time, default
Mm.
network. So what now? Are we doomed?
Mm.
Are we doomed? Because this internal story doesn't seem to change, right? It is so stiff, it is so rigid.
We have to break that inertia.
Yeah. So we need to thank nature, we need to thank universe now, because where there is good, there is bad, right? So the balance now works. So we have another system, and you know this system, and we are huge promoter of this system in our brain. And you have heard me multiple times call this as a genie in our brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is our reticular activating system.
Yes.
Actually, I first heard this from you itself. This word RAS, that the first time I got introduced was from you only, and I'm grateful for you for that. But as and when I kept learning about it, I could not help but make it compared to a genie,
Mm.
like Aladdin had a genie. So this reticular activating system, for people who don't know, is very simple. It brings anything to life that you believe strongly in, that you really want in, right? So just like Aladdin used to say, oh, let me go kidnap my girlfriend Jasmine, and he used to have this elaborate plan. Like he used to bring rocket, he used to bring a tanker and all that, just to go. And Genie is not filtering whether kidnapping Jasmine is a good thing or a bad thing. Genie is
Yes.
like, okay, my master wants to kidnap, I'm going to aid the kidnap. So just like that, the RAS also works like that for us. As soon as we think, oh, today my boss is going to yell at me, definitely the boss is going to yell at you. And
It's your dominant thought, huh?
where is this thought that boss is going to yell at me is coming from? It's coming from your default mode.
Default network. Great.
Yeah. So now you see how we are trapped in our own brain, and it is causing a huge mess for us, right? We think something, our internal story come up when we are not actively focusing on something, and then the RAS brings it into our reality. And but the good news is we can all change this, right, Supriya? It's very easy to change.
Yes, yes.
One short way of changing your default mode network is fasting. Fast
Okay. Fasting helps here also.
it here helps here. How?
Mm.
Fasting may, we have studied in our previous episode that there are so many new chemicals that are released. So your brain is thinking differently now. Because previous identity, previous default mode network thinking was, oh, I can't do fasting, or I get tired, I'm not made for it, whatever that story was there. And now you compelled yourself to do the fasting, which is outside of its known territory. So
Mm.
your brain is pushed into thinking something new about itself. So you're broken the normal way of thinking. And as soon as you do this, because you get a lot of mental clarity, you'll get focus. We
Focus.
discussed this
Centered you will be. Hmm.
yeah. So what's happening? More energy now for you to focus on what you want to see in your life, right? You can change your story now because it's not doing the old thing that is it's doing. So you have disrupted the thinking, the firing of the neurons. You have introduced new neurons to fire. So you can think anything. So you can say, hey, I want to buy, I have bought a Mercedes. Oh, sorry for taking the brand name. I want to buy a red color brand new car, right? So previously, when you thought of a car, you were like, oh, it costs me so much, my salary is so much, I can't buy, I have to make loan. All this was cooking up. But now that you're doing fasting or you're doing something that is incredibly hard, you have convinced yourself that, oh, I can do something hard. And
Hmm.
then you
That is
factor
doable now. Hmm.
and now you factor in your dream that is impossible, and your brain will think, hey, if she could do this, then she can do that. So your RAS is more active, and it's like, oh, my master wants to have this, so let me bring. So things starts aligning, and that's how you manifest whatever you dream about.
Wow, so interesting it is. We start with default network, we come into the RAS, and then actually manifestations are happening. That is a deliberate creation mode, है ना? Okay,
Yes.
great, great. So what a you just connected the dots absolutely beautifully, Samya. It
Yeah.
actually is so beautiful. The inner world is so beautiful. The more and more I'm going deep into it, turning out to be even more beautiful, actually. It might sound tough for people that, what it only requires your commitment that consistently you are thinking about that. Like your dominant thought has to be that productive one, or, to break that inertia, maybe to break that habit and develop a new one. So you can use the default, you can absolutely change the default mode of network yours, right, Soumya?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and also what all we have planned, right, Supriya? The way we have structured our meals, the way we have structured the mindfulness activities, that actually breaks this default mode network to think
Yeah.
a little different. That is what is used primarily in Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreats. The meditation actually pushes you to step out of the story that has been going on in your head. That's why he has reported so many victories over the period of his retreat. So yeah, if he could do it, this is our mirror neurons talking to us. Like, if Dr. Joe Dispenza could do it, you guys can do it too, right?
Definitely, yes. And we will be able to deliver that in all our participants, and they'll be doing that. So, guys, you should not wait anymore.
Absolutely not. So, three steps, everybody who is listening to this podcast, who were there with us till this end, that you gotta do three things. First, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that bell icon right now. Second, like and comment. What did you learn from this episode? What is your takeaway? And what do you want to learn more? All right. And third, send this to at least one person who you think needs to hear this, to convince themselves to come out that belief that nothing good can happen to them. It's just their story. They can change their story any moment of time, and there is science behind it. There is support system for them here at Brain to Body Revolution to help them see it. So do this and help us spread the revolution. Isn't that right, Supriya?
Absolutely. Wonderful three steps. And guys, these are very easy. And Soumya just has asked us to share it with one person. That one person is actually very easily you can identify that person. And there are so many people actually. Just now before some time I was talking to my friend who happens to be a corporate person. So I was talking to him and he said that actually there are so many people who need this kind of tools that you guys have. So please do not shy away from sharing these videos. These are very informative, and if you like it, definitely other person is gonna like it also. So do your job, spread this revolution. You yourself are a revolutionary. That is why you are here at Brain to Body Revolution. So know that this is your duty to definitely grasp the knowledge, absorb it, and then spread it. So thank you so much for bringing this lovely topic, Soumya, and thank you for giving that those easy three steps,
Yes.
three-step formula.
Yes.
Okay,
So
wow.
let's log out then now, Supriya, and see them tomorrow.
Yes, with another new exciting episode that you definitely are aware of, maybe, but you don't know the depth of it, and you will be knowing the science and facts behind the thing that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So till now, even I do not know, or Soumya doesn't know what is going to come up tomorrow. So gets up, just gear yourself up for the next meet tomorrow. So yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's log on tomorrow again. Same place, Brain to Body Revolution at A Piece of Life, a podcast powered by us. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys. See you.